Alright, what is up guys? So in this video, I'm going to talk about my plans for returning to China this fall. And the reason why I'm not returning any sooner, well, first of all, is because I'm still in university. I got 6 courses to finish. And also this trip is going to be very costly. I need to save up a lot of money. I haven't been back in almost 8 years. So it's been pretty crazy. And the reason why I haven't been back in so long is because obviously due to the pandemic. And if you're wondering what are my plans moving forward, the reason why some of my videos have shifted away from the historical aspect is because I'm sure many of you guys have noticed many historical content creators, they have been completely tanking on YouTube. Some of the popular channels that I watch that they have millions of subscribers. A few years ago they used to get a million, 2 million, or 3 million views on their videos. Now they're getting maybe 10 to 20% of that. I think just the algorithm is not favoring this type of content. I'm gonna be saving up a lot of money this summer, and so that means that I'll be sleeping in my car for quite a few months. Depending on how long it is after I return, I probably have to sleep in my car for longer in order to pay off for this trip. So it's extremely difficult to be unique because every single niche is covered everywhere on the internet. It's almost impossible to be original now. So in order to stand out from the competition, I really have to produce my own content. I gotta go out there, and in some cases, for example, I could be the cameraman. Some of my videos could be, for example, let's say a life in the day of a Chinese farmer, or what's the dating life like for the modern Gen Z living in China. We have, obviously there's a huge gender imbalance. There are way more Chinese men versus Chinese women. The social media, online dating, feminism, how has that changed his society? And I'm planning on staying for 6 months. And my plans to dedicate everything, the 180 days, completely to this channel. I will be hoping to produce somewhere around 200 videos. And also adding some shorts. I really don't like the shorts, but unfortunately YouTube keeps pushing it. So I don't think this channel can survive and continue to grow without me posting any shorts. So there could be 100 shorts added. So 300 videos in total. And I want to be as original as possible. I want to tell you guys every single aspect of life in China. And also I want to bring some joy to you guys. Just seeing the smiles on the kids' faces. Everybody wants to paint the other side of the world as their enemies, as somehow they're all evil. But listen, in China, only one person calls all the shots. It's not even the Chinese Communist Party. It's President Xi, right? He calls all the shots. In Russia, Putin calls all the shots. It's just one guy on the top. For the remainder of the population, they're just like the rest of us. They go on about their lives, they go to school, they go to work, and I want to show you guys every single aspect of life in China in the year of 2024 moving into 2025. And obviously, the reason why I'm returning in the fall is because it's going to be in line with the Lunar New Year. I will be taking part in every single event, every single celebration, and I'm going to show you guys what it is really like to celebrate Lunar New Year's in China. And obviously, I'm not going to bother with the major cities. For example, I'm talking about like Hong Kong, Macau, Beijing, Shanghai, Chongqing, Shenzhen, because there are already hundreds of thousands of videos on the internet covering every single aspect of life and culture in those major cities. But I'm going to take you guys to the countryside, to the aspect of Chinese life that you guys have never seen before. And I mentioned before, 120 million people in China still living in extreme poverty, right? It's so easy to look at the upside, but the vast majority of the wealth is being held by a very small percentage of people. So most people are broke. That's just the reality. Right now, the reason why I haven't been able to produce the top quality videos that I really want to produce is mainly because, well, I'm still in school full time, and due to the rapid inflation and my rent going up by $225 this school year. It's outrageous. Justin Trudeau has completely destroyed Canada. So I have to work 25 hours a week, and on top of marathon training and everything. So my time has been severely restrained. So when I return to China, this will be my full-time job for the entire 6 months. I'll be either filming or recording or editing every single day for 180 days straight. I'll share more details in the fall before I leave for my trip. I have many topics in mind, and none of these have ever been covered by anybody on YouTube. So some of the videos will be 100% original that nobody has ever covered before. And there will be also some videos that's going to be filmed in increments because it's extremely difficult to produce a really top-notch quality video by just going out there and filming everything in one day. So for example, there could be videos like, for example, let's say 1 hour train ride in China versus a 36-hour train ride. and this could be filmed over the course of the next few months, and everything will be stitched together, let's say, into a 10 to 15-minute video. And if you're wondering when I'm planning on leaving, so probably I would say sometime in November after the US election. I'm planning on taking another trip to the US, possibly 2 weeks, and hopefully I can cover some videos on the elections. There will still be a historical context being provided. For example, I'm planning on releasing an entire series on how China rose to be the #1 country in the world, and China's fall from Greece, how they went literally from the richest country in the world to the poorest nation in the world in terms of GDP per capita, their century of humiliation, losing the island of Taiwan, losing their influence over Korea, the Chinese Civil War, the fall of the Qing Dynasty, the two Sino-Japanese Wars, and how all of this has shaped what China has become today in 2024. Yeah, I will experiment with some long format content videos as well. Some videos could be, 30 minutes, even 45, possibly 1 hour. Well, if it gets too long, I could split it up into multiple sections. And in the month of March, I'm going to bring back this extremely important topic because I think it's actually way worse in many parts of Asia versus what it is in the West. I'm talking about feminism. And many countries have been completely destroyed by it. And I'm going to bring back the topic of trans women, basically men identifying as women, entering women's washrooms, women's locker rooms, and women's sports teams. Because the problem is way darker and way deeper than, and I think there's something extremely dark and sinister going on. So for the month of March, many of my videos will cover some of these topics in a perspective that some of you guys have never heard of before. So thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I want to thank my one channel member so far. The username is Scipio Africanus. He was a very famous general. And also I have one member on Patreon, Ryan Supplant. So thank you to these two users for supporting my channel. And I'm going to do my best to keep grinding away to make this channel a success. But definitely stick with this channel, because the contents from my China trip coming up will completely elevate this channel to the next level. And it's going to be pretty incredible. I'm looking forward to it. So thank you guys.